drag with Remedy.
Ballyhoo and welcome. The Passion Project continues. My name is Remedy Robinson, and this is an appreciation. This is an exploration of linguistics, language, and a sense of misplaced nostalgia, as framed by the peerless poetry of the modern-day master, Elvis Costello. Today's slow drag is with Room with No Number from Goodbye Cruel World, released in 1984. The songwriting is credited to Elvis Costello. It's a sultry scenario that feels as if it's from another time and another place. It's a funny little piece that has us checking to see if we have the title right, since it differs from what is sung in the chorus. Is it down to a lack of concentration? Is there a hidden meaning we're meant to search for? Or is it a simple case of, it's our last album, so who cares? It seems like a cruel joke to hear it told now, but this, the ninth of Mr. Costello's releases, was meant to be his last, or so the rumors went. I can attest firsthand that it would have been a colder world without a brilliant mistake, a deep, dark, truthful mirror, or a brutal youth. Instead, we have all these to keep us company as we look forward to a magnificent hurt come January. Picture a hotel room, clothes scattered across the floor, covers pulled back from the pillow, a sign hung on the door. Two lovers locked up tight through the endless days and nights, hiding something they can't show, something no one else must know. This piece starts as you'd expect, with this first verse put down as a keen work of poetry. The rhymes are there, and clever alliteration will abound throughout this piece, just not in an exactly structured manner, it seems. Floor and door, tight and night, show and know, they all find their place at the end of each line in a pleasing way, but one that couldn't really be considered a pattern. The introductory line, picture a hotel room, has no rhyming pair. It stands alone as a simple appeal to immerse yourself in a story that's going to be told from the inside out. From the scattered clothes, the crumpled bed, and a do not disturb sign that's presumably been on the door for days, there seems to be little left to the imagination. As this is an Elvis Costello piece, however, looks can very much be deceiving. There's a room without a number, while the sign outside says there's no vacancy. As you take the key, they smile at you so understandingly. I'd say it's imprudent to use words such as effortless, to be sure, because this chorus exemplifies the genius ear behind the pen. This incredible turn of phrase certainly is the culmination of mulling and polishing a singular voice. While the sign outside says there's no vacancy, blends seamlessly into the conspiracy that comes with these sort of establishments. They smile at you so understandingly, effortless, but from how much work did it take to get there? It is, or at least it should be, an inspiration to every poet and every writer to extend every writing exercise to the point they might find this sort of perfection. She cried out in the night, woke the porter from his sleep. He grinned slyly to himself as he went to fetch his keys. Look what love has brought them to, this terrible nightmare. His or hers he could not tell, as they were still sleeping there. The seemingly straightforward scenario painted in the first verse is down to vignettes of a grisly evening here in the second. The clever use of pronouns and indeterminate locations keep our story in the shadows as it does its best to not further its own plot. Slant rhyme is peppered throughout, such as sleep and keys, ending with the rhyming pair of nightmare and there. There's a room without a number, while the sign outside says there's no vacancy. As you take the key, they smile at you so understandingly. And I wish you could be the man he was before he was me. The sound of drum-induced fireworks being set off and then exploding add a sweet paralinguistic fanfare to the end of the hook, and I wish he could be the man he was before he was me. Here's one of the great attributes of poetry, in my opinion. This clever string of rhymes and contradictions may have been born of gibberish. Nevertheless, it's just the sort of catchy refrain that keeps us chasing its meaning. For all I know, it could very well be a sly reference to a name change, as there seems to be many occasions to bring that up, but this would be pure speculation on my part. The girl arrived at first light and inquired if they'd been seen, and why the numbers ran from 12, missing out 13. And they said, "Oh, my darling, put it down to superstition. Try to avoid a scandal and don't arouse suspicion." They rearranged the furniture. They even papered over the door. A syntactic feast, including starting a few sentences with the word "and." This verse isn't a third act. It isn't a conclusion. It might not even be a plot point. What it is delightful in every messy way. There are too many players that have been introduced and not dealt with, or perhaps even more characters have been introduced without our knowledge. We don't know who they are, who advised the mysterious "my darling," or who exactly moves the furniture and papers over the door, or why. All of a sudden, it seems as if it's turned into some sort of ghost story. There's a room without a number, while the sign outside says there's no vacancy. As you take the key, they smile just so you know. With all the action still reverberating, yet not quite resolved, the chorus comes in at the end, with the last line changed from "they smile at you so understandingly" to the more scheming and further alliterative "just so you know." It's the attention to detail that I think I admire the most.
Dig it.
Again, this has been a slow drag with Room with No Number from 1984's Goodbye Cruel World. No doubt now an intrepid world traveler with a passport that probably has more ink in it than the average full back tattoo. Mr. Costello has nevertheless written about at least 2 harrowing sleepless nights in far-flung accommodations brought on by naivete or inexperience. Famously, one was at the Tropicana Motel in Los Angeles, as detailed in Motel Matches, and the other as a child on a car journey with his parents through France. As he wrote about in Unfaithful Music and Disappearing Ink, quote, "A cage elevator lurched ominously between floors on the way to my own dingy bedroom. Later, I would dream of lovers being walled up in such a room after seeing a television mystery play that proposed this fate. The morning couldn't come soon enough." Unquote. I can imagine a similar fate eventually befalling the lovers in Room with No Number. And that's it for today's slow drag, my friend. Thank you for listening. Other gems from Goodbye Cruel World you'll enjoy a slow drag with are episode 6, Don't Let Them See You Crying That Way. It's a slow drag with Joe Porterhouse. And episode 30, The Bells Take Their Toll, a slow drag with Peace in Our Time. Episode 57, Your Affectionate Fingerprints. That's a slow drag with Worthless Thing. And episode 74, Talking Shop. It's a slow drag with The Departee Club. You can find me on social media in all the usual places. Just search for my name, Remedy Robinson, or the name of my podcast, Slow Drag with Remedy. Also, please visit slowdragwithremedy.com for companion blogs, transcripts, and other useful information. And as always, thank you for helping to get the word out about this little passion project. Truly, it means the world. So, until next time, adieu, my little ballyhoo. Slow drag with Remedy.